you're looking for, I think.
Yes.
Am I trying to unpack my white racism, my white privilege? Yeah. Oh yeah. I try very hard to unpack that.
You try.
Deconstructing. Ooh, deconstructing is a better word.
That's the word.
That's the word. Okay. Yes, deconstructing. Yes, I try to deconstruct.
Okay. And so who did you send the video to?
Again,
Bex,
there's a lot of...
Bex, don't lie to Miss G while I'm sitting right here.
What am I lying about, Queen?
Talking about you trying to deconstruct. Tell the part about how every time somebody brings something to your attention, you start acting just like how white women act. And you be rolling on the ground crying and saying everybody hates you.
Right. Crying is crazy.
I don't even sit up here and lie.
Okay. Yeah. So I think there's a difference on a very real, genuine level. I think that there is the actual work and action that you get from like education and academics and reading books and things like that. And then there is some things that are online and pushed in a way where it's for a reason. The intent is not really to educate and deconstruct and see it's to fight. And I very much take into consideration everything I hear on these panels, but I do try to use my own discernment on where I stand on my beliefs and what I believe versus,
So what was the intent of sending that to Memphis?
That's what I want to know.
I've said it several times and I'll say it again. The intent was, I think what was said to October is disgusting. I think that more people need to hear that was said to get the word out. We were covering it. Hold on, Miss G. I'm still talking. We were covering the issue of what happened in my live. And I asked on the live, do we want it replayed? Everybody said, no, we don't want it replayed again. So I said, fine, if you want to hear it, let me know and I'll send you the clip. Memphis asked for the clip, as did several other people, which I admit I did send it because I do believe people should hear what Trey Nation said to October. I think it's disgusting.
But that's not how this went down.
Okay, let me give you this. Now, maybe should I have stopped and thought like Memphis maybe shouldn't get this? Yes, I'll give you that. I should have probably stopped and thought about that more. But the intent of me saying like, let me show this racist person this video with excitement, that was not the intent.
That's not true. So Miss G, and I will G. Beautiful name, beautiful face, beautiful photo, beautiful soul, clearly.
Wow, thank you.
Happy Black History Month.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
So here's the thing. The white tea supremacist in question was not privy to October's, issue with said person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bex not only made this person aware of it, but then, clock this is so insane. I can't believe I'm saying it, right? Hell hath frozen over, right? Not only did you tell him about it, but then you proceeded to say, after he goes, no way, that's not a possibility. You then said, okay, I'm going to send you over the video.
Yes, which goes exactly to what I said.
Is that you told him about
you're acting like this happened in DMs. No, what happened is I was hosting a live where we were talking about this, right? Memphis came in, said, no way, I don't fucking believe you.
No. You said, oh my God, Memphis, do you know blah, 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 blah.
Which would imply that Memphis came in the live. And that's why I said, oh my God, Memphis, did you hear this? Did you hear this?
So now we're switching it up. Now we're being
this is exactly what I said. I think more people should hear this clip. Like, if you guys don't agree, then that's fine.
You get it. You got it. You getting the fucking kink out of it.
Yeah, right. Yes.
No, you are. Okay. It's okay to admit it. It's okay. You understand what I'm saying? That's part of what they say.
This is where the context comes in because what everyone is not understanding is that right now there's politics on my backdrop, but this is not coming. Political. Hold on. This is not coming from politics talk. This is coming from messy talk. All of us participate in a space where this is done every fucking day. Everybody's clips are sent. Everybody's business is out there. My shit is out there. Everybody's been doxxed, all this shit. We were all here. October was here. Queen was here. Everybody was participating until there was a need to be mad. And then all of a sudden it was an issue. I am not saying that what happened is okay. In the narrative, it is being spun. But let's not act like this shit doesn't happen every day. Clips are sent all day. Everything we say is on YouTube. So clips can be replayed.
Are you going to act like they're not being harmed and hurt every day, though? What's
That,
a
what is that?
clip
What? That's an
compared to
entirely different
what's a clip?
conversation.
What's a clip compared to the actual harm they face?
That's not what harm took
That's
place. No
trauma
one was
porn.
hurt.
What?
That's trauma
Wait,
porn.
hold on. No, because no one was hurt. This was a threat made in a VC online that was replayed.
And that is literal
Somebody
trauma
literally
porn,
heard about
reenactment.
Oh
You
my
ever watched a
God.
movie? You ever watched a movie before?
I feel
A
like
Movie is
movie?
inspired by true events.
Okay, Gypsy, I'm so sorry, but you do not have enough context in
That's a
this to
slur.
like, you can have an opinion and that's fine, but you do not have enough context in this scenario to like, to do
I think
this.
Gypsy was provided enough context.
She was not.
Traumatized. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think what happened to October is traumatizing.
You
but-
also can't say whether or not somebody was hurt for them, right?
You just can't.
And
So that was inappropriate.
okay.
Yeah, that's
So
bad.
we're all clear that what I did was inappropriate, right? Okay. Can we move on?
Well, so here's the thing, right? Like, I feel like you have
It's that simple for me right now on this platform.
Is it that simple for them? Is it that simple for
No,
victims?
they should go to the FBI or go to the person who said it, or like let's move this on. But this platform, my platform, we have addressed it. We have talked about it. If people want to talk about it, go somewhere else and talk about it now.
Sponsored by Queen today. Let's not forget that part.
I'm trying to be civil, and I'm trying to.
But you don't have enough context, and I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's been covered all day.
But that's what you guys do, though. You do shit, and then you fucking run.
No, it's not running. It's my platform.
Well, then
there's no running. I'm here. If you want to talk about it, go start a live and talk about it. You're not here. You're brand new. We do this every day. I talk to these people all day, every single day. Everybody on this panel, we talk every day. You don't know any of us. You know Queen because you follow her. You have no context. You don't know where you are. And you're coming in here and inserting yourself in a situation that has nothing to do with you on a narrative that you don't know enough about.
How do you know it doesn't?
I will say, as being a Black woman, and Gypsy being a Black woman absolutely does make it Gypsy's like issue as well, because let's wake this up, right?
And I'm
because the reason on
my panel, I'm putting the boundary.
No, but you can't put a boundary on. You can put a boundary.
Yes, I can.
You're gonna redline my blackness.
Oh my God!
Wait, you can put a boundary on whether or not you want Gypsy on your panel, and that's completely fine, right?
I would like to point something out real quick. So Miss G is inserting herself in a situation that had nothing to do with her.
Just like I did in the very beginning. Yes, just like I did. Yep.
So shut the fuck up.
Yes, and I'm telling her, just like y'all told me, y'all yelled at me, that's your fucking inserting yourself, you don't know. And I'm saying the same thing now.
Well, just
so the thing is, right, when you're a Black person, harm that's caused to a fellow Black person absolutely does affect all of us, right? And and I think that good God, I say Gypsy Rose Blanchard's name all the time. It's your fucking name. I'm sorry, Gypsy.
You are fine. It's okay. It's
so weird. Isn't it weird that we can send a white supremacist, a Black trans woman's, plot to be lynched, but we can't say your name? Crazy.
Exactly. I totally get it.
I guess I'm not woke enough.
Nope.
How do I become more woke?
It's fine. If I'm making it difficult, I really didn't come up here to argue.
You seem lovely.
To talk and to ask questions to get the proper context, but apparently Bex has white fatigue. And
that was not my word. I did never said that.
I fucking said it.
Yeah, I know.
You can't. Yeah, no, you got it though. And because you guys, you used it the wrong way, so that's why you got white fatigue. So.
Okay. Oh, I got white fatigue?
Yeah.
What's white fatigue?
T-Bone.
I do be getting tired of white people, I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, T-Bone, I asked you in the comments, what was your take on it? Because I never got to whether or not you condoned or condemned.
White folk need to go to jail. That's my take.
No, it's not. Okay, that's not what I was referring to. I was more so referring to sending it to Memphis.
I mean, I don't understand why Memphis needs to fucking know that information. That's just me personally. But
and do you see that action itself, sending it to a white supremacist, can be perceived or deemed racist?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hell froze over. A white supremacist.
I agree, T-Bone. I agree. What, Bold?
No, well, because if you agreed,
I already said yes. I see how it can be deemed that way.
no,
I
you
conceded
fucking
to that.
debated me over
I
it.
compete. And at the end, I said I see why that can be seen as racist. I said that. I conceded to that an
But this
hour
could have
ago.
been done ages ago.
I
Like
said
this,
it an hour ago. That's why I said,
So-
okay, I concede. We can move on.
no, but you even saying you concede is like insane to me because again, if you can recognize that, then you recognize that you have enacted harm on October.
Okay.
And
Not
that
okay.
doesn't-
It's either yes or no.
Yes.
And that doesn't warrant you saying, I'm not going to talk about it. You're not unpacking, baby.
No, I just conceded. That's the point of this, right?
Conceding. Okay, we're not talking about philosophy, my love.
This isn't a debate.
Right,
It's
but
our
okay, I've said
lives.
this. I'm going to say this again. The goal should be action. I concede. I see how that is deemed racist. I
How?
concede to that.
And what does a racist action warrant, right? Justice.
And at no point did
So
you
what
ask
is the justice? What is the justice you are
whoopings.
looking for in this scenario?
I did request the justice, right? Which would
Right,
have
but I
been
denied that. So what's
okay.
the
So
Denied
so
it,
so
yeah.
then you can't.
okay, but I can
because-
admit that you see that, but I
Because the
can deny
justice. So
what you want.
then here's the issue. Then right, the
That,
issue
but
lies.
this is done. That's already
I-
been purchased. Like
So, Bex,
Queen
you're the
purchased
issue?
that.
Yeah, it can be. Well, here's the thing. Now we're talking about it in a manner that is obviously about like it holistically, right? We understand this is now the Red Room Blue Room sponsored by Queen and October.
No, for the day until the credits run out.
That's why I said this is now.
She did.
Right.
I didn't say permanently. I'm not demanding money, officer. There's a fucking distinct difference between offering somebody, because if you can recognize that a racist action was done, whether you sought out to do it or not, if you are an anti-racist, right, which
I've never claimed to be.
you don't claim that you're an anti-racist?
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
I think these words are silly. I don't claim to be an ally. I said this whole speech
Yeah, but
the other day.
I've heard you from your
Lies.
own mouth.
What the fuck
I've
are
heard
you
you from your
talking
own
about?
mouth say you're an accomplice, right?
No, I've never said that. And I can find you clips of me saying that a white person should never declare themselves an accomplice. No. White people should not be calling
So
themselves
then
these
are you
things.
just like a racist?
No,
Wait.
I don't think white people should be assigning themselves these things because I don't think white people have the right to fucking decide that about themselves.
But you had the right
I try to do the
deny.
best I can with what I have. That's what
Okay,
I've
so
always
if I
said,
call
and
you
that's
a
what I
racist,
always say.
If I call you
But
a
the thing
racist,
is,
don't
you
put
say
label
that,
on me.
and then
If you
also
call me a racist, then that's your opinion and it's valid. I don't know.
Then
You
I'm
can think
giving
I'm
you a
racist.
label. I'm giving you
All
a
white
label
people
then.
are inherently racist,
So you're still not
right?
going to take it?
Like, I take it from you. Like, that's your opinion.
No.
So what would
don't
But am
say
I going to
you're
assign it to
me.
myself? Am I going to go around telling people I'm a racist because you
So
called
what
me
would
that?
you say?
No.
So what would you say your role is in dismantling white supremacy?
Doing the best I can with what I have.
That
Okay.
bitch she likes kink. She
So what does that even mean? What does that mean? Do you think
It means that I think a lot of this shit is like, okay, I think that this is not a conversation that's going to be like said. Like, it's just not.
Never.
Like, if we're going to have a real conversation about this.
This is a
Just like
serious
the rest of
conversation
you.
for me when it
Okay.
comes to racism.
Okay.
So I guess because it is absolutely crazy to send that shit to Memphis though. But my
And to
question
be the one
becomes
to break it.
is
T-Bone, hang on. To be the one to break the news to Memphis, and then to be the one to send it to Memphis.
It really
yeah, I
is.
mean, but just, I'm sorry, just to be clear, what specifically?
Andy, just snort.
This is a part of the community.
So
Hold on. Do you not let Memphis in your live, Jerry?
That's
yeah,
irrelevant.
I do, absolutely.
That's
So if
irrelevant.
he was so harmful, then why would you let him in your live?
Well, so
Why can't
here's
you
Because
listen to their ideology?
do I have to answer that question, or are we all on the same
No,
page
you don't
here?
have to
I can
answer
skip
it.
past that, right? Okay.
Get back to
So
the
a
serious
serious
business.
question that I have now
He's
that
a
we can actually
derailer.
address. My question becomes, what do we do from this point now?
Well, so
Like,
T-Bone, okay, so here's my thing, right? I had said, listen, I think that this was, I tried explaining earlier to Bax why I perceived it to be the way I did and why other people who were in your live are perceiving it to be the way that they did. Even more so than whatever they put on her centering, whatever, which I personally think it's fucking offensive for her to even do that, considering I'm going for a centering queen of 2026. And so that's just bad for my campaign and my run. But that's neither here nor there. I had said to to Bex, like, we can remedy this by, I have a credit with you, right? I don't feel comfortable just utilizing it to just drop people off your panel at this point. You know that you've done something racist, even though she tried to debate it earlier. So isn't it crazy? You get somebody to concede that they're racist in this particular moment. And so Bex, I said, listen, I would prefer it if you sent whatever remaining balance I had with you over to October. And that would have been, to me, a valid remedy, right? And so it was immediately met with disagreement on Bex's end. I was not aware that Bex obviously had a set of rules or whatever for her panel. And so remaining balance was purchased out by somebody else in October, got the money. But my issue is, if you are going to be doing something harmful to somebody, it has to be something more than just that. In particular, especially if the action itself is racist, to show that you're clearly growing and learning from that.
Yeah, because you show no growth.
So personal reparations is what you're saying. There should have been manyan that was distributed into October.
I paid the money.
So here's the thing, T-Bone. I didn't even tell her to take it out of her own purse, right? I paid the money.
Well, at first you did. But what's being left out of this?
Hang on. I paid the money, right?
I'm so tired. I was like, stop. So here's what's being left out of this conversation. So I was asked to pay the money back to October. I said I am
money
not
I
setting.
had sent.
I am speaking. I am not setting a precedent on my live that any credit is refundable. That has never been the case. It has always been all sales are final. And if I do this time, then it's going to be an issue every time someone gets mad at something. I said that's the precedent. It has nothing to do with who it is, what happened, any of this. I'm not doing that on my live. That's never been the rule. So then we all negotiated this. A negotiation was accepted and was done. October got the money. Queen has the credit, and I was told that if I agree to that part, the situation would then be dropped, which it is not being dropped.
Well, no, because now, I wasn't.
To be fair, I did ask the question of what was supposed to come out of it, so I guess that was just strawberry.
Okay, so that is no longer an option. We have been through this part that a situation was agreed to and done.
That I'm no longer allowed to speak about it in this space. And now I said, in this
scenario, what would you like to see for justice?
Well, no, because I was asking you in particular, Bex, with regards to, again, this is an example of racism, right? I'm not going to sit here and just drop racism. I can't do that. I said I was going to drop the matter of you give the money back. I didn't say I was going to drop this situation.
That's the question that I'm asking, right? So we passed the personal reparations point.
That part
we've addressed the harm was done. What's to be done from this point?
By no help of Bex's, by the way, because that suggestion was by no help of Bex's, because I would like to clarify, at the end of the day, Bex, you as a white woman still pocketed that money and did not participate in finding that remedy. You only simply agreed to a remedy and solution that was offered up by a Black woman in order to rectify the harm that was caused to another Black woman, utilizing the funds of another Black woman. Thank you. But now we're just discussing holistically, like, where does Bex stand with her role in dismantling racism?
I thought she clarified that.
Not necessarily. Like, I'll do what I can with what I have. Like, what is that? That's kind of like comme c'est, comme ça, que sera, sera. Like, it's kind of giving that.
I mean, but just be clear, we both know how racism operates, and bringing that.
Well, you and I both do, because when I had referred to it as a lynching earlier, Bex had made it ample clear that
was a lynching.
That it wasn't, and then tried to debate it, pulled up a definition of it, and then
she's trying to argue that what Trey Nation said to October is a lynching.
I'm not trying to argue.
I said I would not use that because I feel like
you weren't educated on what a lynching was.
I argued that it doesn't meet the definition of a lynching, and while I've maintained this entire time that what I think was said to October is terrible, I don't defend that at all, right? But we're now trying to make this as like Bex defended this because she sent this video to Memphis.
I didn't say that.
And that's your opinion, and that's fine.
Please don't do that. Please don't.
I get that it was racist for me to send the live to Memphis. I apologize. Let me finish. Let me make this so clear. I apologize for sending the video to Memphis. I understand why that's an issue. I understand why that's an issue. But at this point, tell me what we can do to make this better. If it's just a matter of letting people voice their opinions, that's fine too. But this has all been clarified. I do think more people should hear what Trey Nation said to October. I think it was terrible. I think it was disgusting, and everybody should hear it.
So here's the thing, right?
I do have a question.
No, so wait, T-Bone, hang on. So here's my thing, right? If you're sitting here and thank you for finally apologizing directly to October now here on this panel. I think that that's a step in the right direction. I kind of find it slightly disturbing when the conversation is racism and bigotry and I tell you what it is, right? And you go, it doesn't meet the definition of it. And then you're corrected on that because I did tell you what the definition of it was. And you try to turn it into like a debate bro kind of thing, right? That's, I don't know. For lack of a better term, a bit trivializing of a racist situation, which would, sorry, T-Bone, can you help me, fellow Black? If you trivialize a racist situation, what does that make it? Oh, T-Bone, you don't want to jump in?
I'm sorry, say that again.
When you trivialize a racist situation, what does that make it?
I guess it would depend on the context, but I would assume
the context
racist.
Here yeah, okay. And so I'm confused here because if somebody's conceding to have done a racist action, right, and somebody has then chosen to turn into, and I get it, you can be defensive, right? I understand being defensive in certain scenarios. However, you kind of have to like kind of step outside of yourself for a second and try to, I don't know, see yourself in the other person's shoes and maybe think to yourself, oh, wait, like maybe I should be hearing them out because I shouldn't be treating this like it's like a red room, blue room debate. Clear here, I would like clarification. Do you or do you not believe that it was a lynching?
I do not believe that it was a lynching.
Okay, so you didn't listen to anything I said then?
No, I did. I heard you, and I
And so you disagree with the academic definition of a lynching?
I think that what was said was terrible, and I think that we should be drawing attention to that, but I think it's wrong no matter what it was. And I think that
why does it bother you to call it a lynching?
It doesn't bother me. You can call it a lynching. Call it that. If you believe that's what it was,
I'm calling it a lynching off a whim.
Right, but I'm not going to lie. Do you want me to lie to you, Strawberry? Or do you want me to tell you the truth?
No, I would like to know exactly where you're faltering at calling it that.
That I just don't. I think that, okay, all right. You want a real answer?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that we have to take a step back because when we're trying to, okay, hold on, let me figure out how I want to work this. I don't know how to do this without making it bigger than it is. So I apologize for that now. But we have real scary things happening in this country, really fucking scary things. Let me finish, please. Don't interrupt me. I'm trying to be genuine. And I think that we jump to extremes a lot of the time and the right uses it against us because we end up, I was in an argument the other day and the facts that were being given were not facts but it was being this information was being souped up to paint a narrative, and the right can dismantle those arguments so quickly when it's done like that. And it frustrates me to no fucking end that when we have real fucking problems, real threats to people, especially people of color, we want to sit and argue over shit.
You don't think this was a real threat?
Why are you interrupting me? I do think this was a real threat. But honest to God, to be completely honest, if that whole clip was about me, right, I would just I would deal with her and that's it. Because at the end of the day, online threats, my entire inbox is filled with unalive threats. When I debate communism on this app, I get out of the box no less than 10 unalivement threats in my inbox. But handle that shit, right? Go after Trey. Play the clip. Make sure people know that Trey fucking said that. Play the clip. Go to the authorities if you feel like that's the next step. That's what I would do in those scenarios. But I think that people needed to hear the clip, and that's why I sent it out. And I'm so sorry if people don't agree. I understand that. I understand maybe I should not have sent it to Memphis. I conceded to that. I apologized. We figured out the credit thing. What I think is that the shit is disgusting. And like the fact that we are not more angry at Trey and we are all these other parts is frustrating, because that's my honest to God opinion.
Okay, and so I think, and here's my issue. This is exactly why I thank God every single day I'm a socialist, because I believe in it morally. I believe in humanity morally, but fucking hell, if I've ever been fucking convinced of being a capitalist to oppress you white poors, it's right the fuck now. If you threaten a black person, right, and then proceed to say how you're going to do it, and then proceed to talk about how you're going to get away with it, and an element of you getting away with it under the current framework and structure of white supremacy, knowing you're a white disabled woman, which you fucking acknowledged, which you fucking said was racist earlier too, you can call it what the fuck it is. It's a lynching.
Okay. So just so that we're on the same page, full disclosure here, prefacing this by saying that I am not defending Trey's actions, and no one is. And I don't necessarily think that there's a utility behind classifying it anyways, regardless of what it is. It's disgusting. So like, I'll call it a lynching. That's fine.
No, T-Bone, I don't want you to call it a lynching because it's fine. I want you to call it a lynching because how fucking dare you sit up here and say we have scary things going on in this country, kind of like a fucking black trans woman being threatened with murder and a white disabled woman talking about how she has a person with a weapon and how she's going to get said weapon and then proceed to murder this trans woman and get away with it because she's white and disabled. T-Bone, it's a fucking lynching. If we don't use words the way that they're used, then they lose value. The issue is bitches like you. Bitches like you. Truthfully, you guys are the reason that the right is winning. You lackadaisical, not standing on business, refusing to feel that uncomfortability and acknowledge the violence and harm you enact against people is exactly why we're in the situation we're in. Call things what they are. Because T-Bone, what the fuck is that?
So, well, real quick, just to piggyback off of that, because if that's the case, then we would also have to say, which I have no issue with saying, because white supremacy is at play, that anytime that a black person is unalived by a white person, or if there's they're going to
get away with it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter talking about getting away with it. White supremacy is still at hand. It doesn't matter.
You got a violation.
Whether they express this or don't express this, they can still use that white supremacy to either get away with it or use the criminal justice system to get a lighter sentence versus if it's a black person who was to do that same action. So it wouldn't matter. But if that's the case, then we're all agreeing here that any time that a white person does this, whether it's taking their life or plotting to take their life, that it would be classified as a lynching.
She got a violation, so I'm hoping she's getting another account. No one kicked her or anything. Oh, she's back. Okay.
Back,
she might need you to repeat that. No, you're not that. Excuse me. She might need you to repeat that.
I am back. Like the herpes on some of these people's lips.
Oh, okay.
I know. I'm not. Don't put that on me.
You're not a virus. You're a pleasure. T-Bone.
I know I'm not.
She might need you to repeat that because she was getting another account, so she might have missed it.
Yeah, I mean, to pretty much sum it up, that just means that any time that a white person takes the life of a black person or expresses that they want to take the life of a black person, that they're committing a lynching.
Yeah, so here's the issue, right, T-Bone, and this is the thing, and Lord knows, I will walk beside you. I'm not going to hold hands with you. I'm a married woman, and I'm going to walk you to the point. No. But this time, it fucking is, right? This time it fucking is, because slurs were utilized against October with regards to that. This person had the wherewithal to understand exactly why and how they would get away with it. That in particular is what makes it a lynching.
Wait, what were the slurs? Did I miss that?
They used the Q word for Trey Nation called her the Q word.
Oh, wow.
And mind you, we already know October's black. So you're going to sit here and tell me that's not a lynching?
Let's let Shantae ask a question. She's been waiting.
Strawberry's finished. Strawberry, go ahead and finish.
Yeah, so I just don't get it, T-Bone. Do you see, maybe you'll have better luck in explaining this to Bex, but clearly that meets the definition of a lynching, wouldn't you say?
That's why I'm trying to see so I could translate it. Maybe
But here's the thing, right? If you are a debater and you're an academic and you're all of these things, and I'm not saying you are, but what the fuck are we doing, right? Do you just fucking debate this for sport? Because the fact that you had me mute up and sat up there and said, real scary things are happening in this country, to who? To who? To who exactly? You guys lost one white woman who was about it. And RIP, RIP. However, you guys lost one white woman who was about it. We lose our lives on a fucking regular and routine basis to the point where I'm sitting fucking up here talking about what a lynching is to your white ass, and you're talking to me about the right when you're on the left, supposedly. And it's even crazier because, wake this up, Memphis was aware of the fact that it was a lynching and had to say to you guys, like, what exactly are we fucking saying here, T-Bone? What the fuck is going on? As the CEO of this particular cult, I would like to know, do I have to come in here, looking around, looking over my shoulders, trying to see what's going on, or...
I don't think there's any other way to translate it. I mean, once the slurs got involved, because I actually didn't know about the slurs. I don't think there needs to be a translation there. Black person's life was threatened. They thought
slurs were utilized against them.
Yep, slurs were utilized.
Making sure that it was known that they were of a minority class. And so here's the thing, right? And then do you think it's fucking buck wild for Bex to sit up here and be like, I acknowledge it, I da-da-da-da-da. And this is why I'm so happy I'm not fucking poor. I'm gonna be honest. I wake up every single fucking goddamn day and I'm so happy I'm poor. I'm not poor. Like, I think I would unalive myself if I'm happy I can oppress people via capital, actually. In fact, I would say capitalism is what's allowing me to make this space uncomfortable. And so maybe I'm a fucking capitalist.
Can I ask a question? Because I'm not trying to imply anything. Before you go, can I? Oh, go ahead. Yeah,
because I got to drop because I got to get ready for work. Bex, when you said that there's worse things, and this is why it's so easy for the right to come after us, I need you to explain more to that, because guess what? Black people are attacked every fucking day. Doesn't matter if they're right or left.
Right.
And for you to come out no, hold on, let me finish. For you to say that's some fucking white woman bullshit, which you've been doing a lot of today.
Okay. So the reason why I said that is because there's things in this world that are actively affecting these groups that we're trying to defend, right? And yes, I do believe that we should talk about the things that we are talking about. But in this scenario, we are doing all of this over something that is like, if the issue is me sending it to Memphis, what I feel like what we should be talking about here is the fact that it was said and how that affects, and like going after the people who are actually doing that. Like, I apologize for sending it to Memphis. I have said I understand the issue there, and that's fine. And if people want to be angry about it and angry about my opinions and all that, I would much rather like start fighting some of the actions that harm people, like the threats that are being made. Why this, like, I would rather talk about whether or not this is a lynching and explain to people why it would qualify.
No, that's the problem right there.
Like but no, that's more important. Like you explaining this stuff because you know,
Am I in a fucking Twilight Zone?
listen,
T-Bone, get your girl.
there's
T-Bone, get your girl.
100 people
T-Bone,
that
get
are
your girl.
listening this
Oh my God.
conversation
T-Bone,
right
get your
now.
girl. T-Bone, get your
No.
fucking girl.
That's right
Get
there.
your
That's the
fucking
fucking
girl.
problem.
Wait,
T-Bone, unmute, get your
please. I missed
fucking
it.
girl.
Please, can you repeat it back, please? I missed it.
Yeah, what I
Say
said
again.
was like we're arguing all of this stuff, but what we're doing is we're having a bigger conversation in arguing this stuff, right? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm not saying this correctly, and that's fine, and I'm trying very hard to be very genuine because I'm not trying to sit here and fucking lie. This is what I actually believe. Like I can lie and say what you want me to say.
No, but say what you said.
I said that I think part of okay, so let me start again. So Shantae asked me why I said there's bigger issues in the world over this because this is the issue. And I said that because I would want to talk about like the actions. Let me try to, I don't know exactly word for word what I said, but what I'm trying to say is, I think I said that we should be going after Trey and the threat and the actual harm there instead of arguing over the video being sent to Memphis. But what I'm trying to do is allow for a bigger conversation. I'd rather be talking about why the threat is wrong and all of the issues that come with that and whether or not this is a lynching, like that conversation, because there's people listening.
I'm dropping
There's
up there,
people
Taylor.
listening to this. Like, honestly, I am listening to Strawberry. I'm trying to hear the point. Like, I am
I'm
listening.
gonna drop, but let me say this one thing. You wanna know why this continues to happen? Because of white women like you and what you're putting on right now. That's why this continues to happen. This is why racism will never go away. Because of white women like you.
Yeah, racism will never go away. I actually completely agree with that. I've said that over and over again. This is not something that we are ever going to fix. We are never going to make 100% of Americans not racist, anti-racist, and that's truly never going to happen. And we have to fight through that.
But here's the problem. When we are and here's the thing. I don't know if it's cognitive dissonance. Shantae left because she had to go to work. She wasn't dropped, just to clarify that. So we're actively holding space for a white person to recognize and acknowledge their bigotry. And unfortunately, it's being met with a lot of hesitation in order to protect white supremacy, right? And so I'm talking about this in holistic sense, which is why I've been pushing the envelope on exactly getting you to the point where we need to get you to understand why it was a lynching, right? Or why it was the threat of a lynching, right? And so I think the fact that you're even sitting up here, like, one, that whole entire speech was some liberal ass shit. I would encourage you to rewatch what you said to see what a real liberal sounds like, because that was the most liberal shit ever. That was Kamala saying, not even Kamala, because Kamala's black. That was Joe Biden saying, not even him, because he has cancer, kind of like Trey. And I had to put it this way. I think I'm baffled. Like, this is a level of cognitive dissonance I don't think I thought you were capable of. And maybe I'm sitting here believing, okay, you don't have to be racist forever, and then we're being met with white pessimism when it's actually your job to stop these kinds of things as a white person. It's your job to hold space, to hold white people accountable for their actions. It's your job as a white woman to then define things the way that they are defined, because definitionally there was a threat of a lynching. And so I think, and then on top of that, to acknowledge how you then took that, because you didn't sit with it, and proceeded to, I don't know, send it to another white supremacist. It's dangerous. Like, you are really dangerous for that. I'm not even talking to you about all the fucking Trey stuff. I'm not putting the Trey stuff on you. I don't give a fuck. Actually, if anybody dislikes Trey on this app currently, besides October and all of her list of other people, it's me. I wouldn't put that on you.
I just came up to say one more thing. I really, truly agree with Strawberry. What you're doing is extremely harmful. As I'm sitting here in my bubble bath in my motherfucking big ass house, and I don't mean like 3,000 square foot big, I mean like real big, bitch. I would really encourage you to stop swallowing so much black dick and really start taking in books.
Thank you. That's enough. Jesus Christ.
So this is leading to the other question that I wanted to ask, and the reason why I think that there may be a level of people being upset. Well, you were still speaking.
Where I'm
No,
not
I said
letting
I
anyone. Don't let
screamed because
anyone
I was
else. Hold on.
unhinged.
Hold on. Don't let anyone up for now because I'm getting like. Don't let anyone else up for a minute. We're gonna like. This is That's insane.
What I missed with Gypsy because I got a phone call. What happened after she came up?
I'll message you, but I'm not restating that. But you're not going to talk to me like that on my platform. You can go on again. You can go on another live. You can say all that shit. You can talk all the shit you want about me, but don't be disrespectful. That's insane. I haven't disrespected nobody up here, like with why we're
just not in that fashion.
Yeah, that's in that way, sure. But I'm not up here calling out people out their name. I'm not up here talking about what they do in their personal bedrooms. Like, be so fucking for real.
So to lead to the
she don't know that.
Okay, so to lead to the other question, which I think is the crux of why a lot of people are upset about the situation, and feel free to explain it whatever way you want to, or if you don't want to explain it, you know.
Just to be clear, one second. I'm sorry, T-Bone. Just to be clear, mods do not unblock any of my accounts. At this point, the only people I want blocking people or unblocking people is Officer and me. That's period. That's who can block. No blocking, no unblocking. If you were blocked right now, it was by me or Officer. Those stand. Do not unblock. Do not block. Thank you.
So, kind of going to the point I was trying to make, because again, like I would agree, like there is something that obviously needs to be addressed with this Trey situation. But I think another like key thing that raises people's eyebrows is the comments of it being sent to Memphis, and knowing how Memphis
and the
is,
subsequent
right?
denial.
Who he is. Well, hold on, because I just to be clear, right? Knowing who Memphis is, I think it's to be cleared up on your perspective of Memphis, because I know I wouldn't be sending Memphis no goofy ass shit. Robert, like, fuck them niggas. We could talk on the panel, we could chop it up, do whatever, but fuck them niggas.
I think you got a call.
No, what's that song? What the fuck is the song? Oh, I just wanna rolly with a dabber ranch. What the fuck a dabber ranch is? Curious to say how he's gonna plan on finishing that. But does anybody else watch The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
Fuck no. Why?
Well, because there's this saying, they're always going, how is mom talk gonna survive this? I'm just like, how is Red Room, Blue Room gonna survive this? As if jokey joke.
Oh, we'll be fine.
Red Room, Blue Room can
It's a meme.
Anything. We are unbreakable.
I'm big. Belle, just mute, please.
There's a thing in branding where they say that you don't want to find people by force. You want your people to find you. And I have built many a platforms. I know everybody. I know my lore online, but I've actually built plenty of platforms, and it's never come from trying to make people happy. It's always about letting the people who want to be there find the space, and we will survive and we will be fine. And the people who don't want to be here cannot be here.
I don't believe in cancellations. Personally, I'm not here to cancel you. I'm like, how am I going to cancel you on your data plan?
My
So that's
name
not what's
is canceled Bex.
But that's not what's happening here at all, at least for me. I'm here to actually have a conversation about what your role is in all of this. And I think it's a bit strange to be met with such hesitation on your end. Especially considering, like, you still are denying that it was supposed to be a lynching.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think the key here is that what I disagree with is that it's definitionally that. I understand
that is a huge
Can I finish
issue.
speaking? Like, yes, I think that by what you are saying, yeah, that I don't disagree, but I think that the issue for me is definitionally, and I can disagree. Like, we can disagree about that,
But
and that's okay.
definitionally, it meets the criteria.
Can I say
Well,
something really
yeah, go
quickly?
ahead, Katie.
You're looking at it from an academic definition, and
She's not.
hold on. From the dictionary, she's just straight from the way that she should be looking at it is on a societal level. Just because it says one thing in the dictionary doesn't mean that's how it is applied in real life. What they are describing is, for facts in the dictionary and on a societal level, is a lynching on all levels.
But the thing is, I was providing her with the academic tools that she did not previously have, and I don't fault you for not having that, you know. And the issue is you're still standing on saying that it's not what it is, right? Like,
okay. So again, do you want me to lie to you, or do you want me to tell you the truth?
I don't want you to lie.
Okay, and that's my point. Like,
But here's the thing. I'm going to continue to push back on it because your hesitancy and understanding and grasping that that's what it was, because, well, I don't know what's causing you to, like, have that hesitancy is kind of what's giving me a bit of, like, okay, maybe let me take a step back because this is a bit strange. Because if you can concede to all the other points and acknowledge them, and albeit I'm not sure if you're wholly acknowledging them, if you can't grasp exactly why that's what it was.
And I understand that.
I don't think you do. I don't think you have to say you understand that. It's just like, in that context, I would prefer you would have said, okay. I don't think it is wrapped up, right? Because, I mean, this still hasn't been remedied.
Okay, let me ask you this. Is this all we're going to talk about until I tell you what you want to hear?
See, that's the thing. When you say shit like that, it makes it weird.
Well, no, I mean, I'm just trying to see where we're going. It makes it weird because I'm actually
sitting here as somebody who, by the way, Bax, never once, like, even despite the fact that I've said to you that you are a racist, right? And because you've said some fucking side-eye shit, right? I never once came at you with malice or harm. Have I?
No, and I'm not coming with you.
Okay, no, you kind of fucking are, whether you know you're not, because I'm sitting up here as somebody who does believe that you are not as fucking dumb as you're acting right now, right? And actually in earnest trying to get to a point with you where you're actually fucking recognizing what exactly the issue is, and you keep pushing back as though I'm fucking over here having to hold you responsible for Trey's stuff, because I kept fucking saying that. Because you're sitting here and you're trying to be funny. And if you want to be funny, I'm a fucking comedian.
What is the remedy, Strawberry?
Don't fucking read his comment, because I literally fucking told you what the remedy was. The remedy...
I'm not doing that.
This is nuts. Do you want me to repeat it again?
No, I'm not, but I'm not. That's already solved. So what now?
No, because
what
unless you can fucking acknowledge and call things what they are, then you will continue to be a harmful person.
Okay, it's lynching.
We can't even discuss remedies, because I keep telling you this over and over and over again. I keep explaining to you and other people it's crazy because everybody who comes on your panel seems to grasp it fairly easily, right? And you have this hesitancy, and that's fucking disturbing to me, because I actually do consider you somebody that I would say maybe isn't as evil or dumb as what you're portraying yourself to be in this current fucking moment, right? We can move towards, okay, solutions. We can move towards, okay, let's actively go out of our way to have a specific dialogue where we can understand how you can dismantle all of the belief systems you have. But my current fucking issue is that you're not grasping the gravity of the situation, and you keep trivializing it and going back and reducing it to something like somebody telling me when I tell people to unalive themselves. I don't actually want people to unalive themselves. I mean, that's not true, actually. That was a lie. Some people I do want to unalive themselves, but you keep reducing it to like BS TikTok drama, and it's not. It's not. Like, I don't know what part of that is fucking hard for you to grasp. When you sat up here and you literally fucking said, I don't think it's a lynching. I'm going to pull up a definition. I'm going to tell you what a lynching is. I give you the fucking academic tools. And Katie, I will clarify for you, I fucking broke it down for her academically exactly why it's a lynching. And mind you, Somebody else it was T-Bone who got up here and he literally asked me, so any unaliving of a black person by a white person, do you qualify that as a lynching? No. And so, again, it's fucking crazy to not call a lynching a lynching. And then on top of that, your only qualifications for grasping and understanding what a lynching is a Google definition. That's fucking disturbing, because then that tells me that you're deeply unserious. I just wanted to say, like, I'm not to Trey in the comments saying W crash out. I love a good crash out. This is not a crash out on my behalf. There's a distinct difference between being a passionate individual, right? And then, again, a crash out. Oh, okay. Well, let me ask you this, officer. Would you classify it as a lynching?
No.
Okay, and can I ask you why exactly you would not classify that as a lynching?
I mean, the aliving part for the extrajudicial purposes would be valid, but then you need to articulate the mob. Like, if it's not a mob of people that
what
are...
would you... Okay, so what would you define as a mob?
Typically, a mob is defined by, I believe, 3 or more people that are conducting an activity.
Oh, so there were 3 or more people. So fits that definition.
Wait, no, pause. From what I'm gathering, and again, I wasn't here for a few days. What I'm gathering is Trey made a threat, not a group of people made a threat.
Trey made a threat in private. Somebody was going to supply Trey with said weapon. Other people were going to cover and provide Trey an alibi. There were 3 or more people, so a mob.
I thought Trey had her own alibi.
No, Trey was over here. No, they were out here supplying Trey with said alibi as well. Let's not fucking act like that's not what it was.
So are these? Wait, who are these people? Let's name the accomplices.
Collaborators, Caucasian collaborators.
Let's name them. Why aren't we naming the collaborators?
Do you want to name the collaborators?
I want to know.
I can name them. Do you want me to name the people who were in there?
Yeah, I'm not gonna give way on a definition if I don't understand all the facts. So who are the collaborators?
Okay,
yeah.
Let me get there.
Why are they collaborating?
Let's post Shy Nation, Tacos, Trey,
Cherry Cola,
Siren.
Okay, so
Shy
3.
Warrior.
Okay, so 4. Wait, Chi-Town?
No. Shy Warrior. He's Awakened Warrior on here. That's Trey's little sidekick.
Why don't we get Chi-Town in here real quick?
No. Shaky had no part in this.
Okay, so 4 people were in a room, whether they
and to
were
be clear,
alone or not.
I was not in this call. Just to be clear.
Yeah, I mean, no, it doesn't matter to me.
No, we don't think you were.
4, I would never on my wildest dreams. But
if I had thought you were in that room, I wouldn't be sitting on your fucking couch.
If I was in that fucking room, this would never be happening, because I would have said this when it happened.
So 4 people of we'll say they're all white. I believe they're all white.
They are all white.
Okay. Plot the extrajudicial unaliving of a minority person
while using slurs.
And they did use the Q word as a slur. Let's say what it was: Queer.
With that being a fact, it would be you could call that. It wouldn't be a colloquial use. I think that just fits the definition of a lynching.
Thank you. Fucking thank you.
I thought that. Hold on.
Thank you.
Well, wait.
Let me tell you something.
This was a singular issue.
No,
Trey.
No, it wasn't. Obviously, you didn't have that context, and that's fine. But you know who did have that context? Bex. And I repeated exactly what the parameters were for what a lynching was. And Bex was over here fucking debating the contrary. I just want to say round of fucking applause for you. Another question, alternative question, because right now, I can't call you the N-word. But shout out,
what?
You could say that as a term of endearment. I don't like those.
I'm not endearing on your nigga.
Well, okay, you never mind.
But I was gonna say niggas, because now we're 2 for 2.
If there's slurs in the chat, mute the slurs for 1 minute, please.
So did she answer the question?
No, and we forgot. Hang on, I just then. Do you? And here's the thing, be fucking impartial about it, okay? Do you then agree, right, that when Bex says, no, it's not that, that, and then you tell Bex, okay, it meets the definition, and Bex continuously denies that it meets the definition. Mind you, Bex had all the context that you have as well. Is that action racist? To deny what a lynching is?
On her? I mean, no. She must have like a fundamental
No, I'm
misunderstanding. I
saying
wouldn't call
remove
it
her
racist.
being your girl for a second.
Yeah, I still wouldn't call it racist. There's a bunch of people that I think do a bunch of things that are
Okay.
like misinterpreting of like definitions or like understanding, and I wouldn't call
No, Bex explicitly said people on the left, you know, we have an issue with it was a fucking liberal rant, and low-key I fucking saw red for a second. But here's the issue. Bex literally said we have issues, right? And that affect us daily, real issues, right? And the thing is, we can't be talking about these.
Okay, hold on. Let me figure out what's happening in the chat really quick. Because someone said they're adding slurs in the chat. Let me go in and fucking. Do I really need to like? Oh my god, you guys! Can we just fucking behave?
The person using the slurs is also relevant to all of this, right?
Who is the person using the slurs?
It's Memphis. Who the fuck else?
Block Memphis or mute him in the comments. Memphis, what the fuck?
Right, Memphis, I'm gonna have to mute you. You're gonna get muted for the live, and we can
Trey,
discuss that later.
stop, please, Trey. It's not even Memphis. It's Trey. Trey, you can't. Oh my god, Strawberry got another fucking violation. Trey, please stop. He's a mod. I don't want to. You can't mute a mod. That's why it's not getting muted.
Oh, I guess I'll unmute Memphis? Or am I muting?
Yeah, unmute Memphis. Trey, I'm asking you nicely. Please do not say that word in the chat. Please.
I mean, he's not really. Well, let me stop.
Yeah, no, you stop.
I mean, but he is a black man.
So the question I had about the Memphis situation was like, are you in tune with Memphis? Like, are you
people
locked
let
in?
Hogboss say it, so.
Okay, stop.
Oh, I just heard Memphis say. I saw Memphis say the Q word. Yeah, wait. I lost my fucking train of thought.
What, T-Bone?
I was asking, are you locked in with Memphis? Like, are you and Memphis cool?
No.
I think that's where people are getting the
He used the Q word, by the way. I
because
didn't just accuse him.
Wait, what just happened?
Just real quick. I feel like where people are getting frustrated at is if Memphis is known for his shit and you sent it to him in DMs. It's like, what, in a sense, like what would the purpose behind that be unless you and Memphis are cool?
What is the Q word?
Which Queer. Okay, yes.
Is that a slur?
I partook and you guys are fucking me up because I cannot focus right now.
Wait, but is that a slur?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
It's
unless you're a
dependent.
keyword, then it's not.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's my notebook.
It's
I
always,
didn't fucking know that.
It has the same rules as the N-word. Like, if you are not that, you can't say it.
Does it really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I guess to somebody, yeah, sure.
Okay, anyways, let's just move on because there were... Okay, so...
Okay, T-Bone, hold on. T-Bone
also, he said smear
am I cool with Memphis? I said this several times, and this is... I keep having to repeat it. I sent it to several people because I truly think what Trey Nation said is disgusting. I thought it's more important that people hear it than all of this. I was wrong. I understand how sending it to Memphis was wrong. I apologize to October. I completely said I understand that part. That's where that stands.
Yo, your mod is in the comments literally writing smear the...
I think it's hard. I think it's hard though in the conversation because on one end, I understand like the context now better because we'll talk about that. And like, okay, I get the frustration. At the same time, I don't know. I mean, like people's like worst moments, whether they're the victim or not, get kind of sent out. I don't know. This seems to be like the way that this part
here's
of
my
TikTok
thing,
operates.
right? I hold people to varying standards, right? And on a usual, like, yeah, I will say I would have excused Bex talking about tea and playing any other kind of tea. That's fine to me normally, right? I like the tea. I like the hot goss, you know? However, in this context, which you already acknowledged, is somebody being threatened with a lynching, right?
Absolutely not. Nick, I said stop. No, hyphen, not right now. I do not need I know what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
You're gonna make this far worse, and I know.
I feel like maybe my opinion might be
send that in particular to me, because regardless, I think that we're all adults. You may not be the most, educated person on racism. I don't expect you to be your white, right? But I do expect you to have a level of awareness to the point where somebody is clearly a Black person being threatened in a private chat, plotted on, all these things, right? And then you proceed to send it to a white supremacist. And then not just send it, you proceed to tell said white supremacist about it as though it's tea, and then send it to a white supremacist. And that in and of itself is, oh, are you the kind of person who puts black?
Wait, hold on, Bex. Did you acknowledge that this was a wrong action to do? Like you would not like repeat this
Yes,
action?
and I apologize to October.
Wait, no.
Okay.
So no. You holy shit. Officer, the acknowledgement of it being a wrong action for the reasons of it being a wrong action is predicated on whether or not you acknowledge that it was a lynching first and foremost, right? And you don't.
Well, no, I mean, I think she can believe it's wrong regardless. I don't know.
But the thing is, you have to understand the gravity of why what you did was harmful, right? And so if you can't even acknowledge that, fine, whatever, put that aside, then what the fuck is the point? And then we move on to, you then proceeded to send tea about unaliving a Black person to a white supremacist.
Well, I think
really what happened.
Sure, and I think at the time,
what would you say that was? Would you say that was a racist action?
Can you let him respond though, please?
I wouldn't say it was. If Bex didn't have a level of clarity or understanding at the time around maybe like lynching or whatever, and she sent it out, I wouldn't call her a racist. I would just say she may have been ill-informed. But if we're ready to like accept it and move forward now, we can just say poo-poo Bex and move on, right?
No, but Bex is not accepting it. You accepting it is not Bex accepting it, because I understand.
I do accept it. I completely accept it. I accept that I made a racist mistake in the moment, and it was a bad call.
So
sorry.
Again, that's all fine and dandy, but again, you just no. This is like gaslighting, honestly.
No, it's not.
No, you're fucking gaslighting me, and honestly, I hope you die in poverty too. Like honestly, because you're pissing me off. I actually don't hope that for you.
Okay,
I hope that you stop being a racist, so I don't have to wish that for you. But you're just fucking gaslighting me.
I'm not.
See, this is the thing. I knew you were a fucking.
I told you I was trying to be honest, and now I'm gaslighting you.
No, the issue is I fucking explained every single thing as to why it was what it was to everyone who came up here, and they acknowledged that. And then it takes you a fucking step back. It's insane. It's insane because.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that it took me a step back. I'm sorry.
No, I need you to acknowledge.
But I
don't need shit at this point, because I'm literally fucking telling you that it's racist what you did, and even if you didn't
know about
no, wait. Really? Even if you hadn't known about the element of it.
Yes, it's racist.
Hang on, officer. Even if you hadn't known about the element of it having been a lynching, I'm so sorry, officer. Please say this for your girl, because right about now, I am about to fucking lose my fucking mind, right? If you fucking baseline, you're a grown ass woman. You're much older than I am, okay? You have children that are grown as fuck, right? Like, you are out here fucking existing in reality. You sit up here and you debate as a leftist. If a Black person is, if the whole thing is a Black person's gonna be unalived and this is how I'm gonna do it, yada, 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 right? You go out of your way to then tell a white supremacist that that's what was being.
Yes, and that was a terrible thing to do.
That's not a fucking terrible thing to do. It's a racist. You were a racist.
Yes, it's a racist thing to do, and I apologized.
And then here's the issue, right? Because you're gonna say I'm fucking dragging it.
Now, what more do you want? She apologized.
Oh God! She's only just acknowledged it recently that it was a lynching.
I want to tap in for a second, please, because I think you're missing a lot. Okay, this is not like she went to Memphis deliberately, and Memphis didn't know what was happening. Memphis was in Andrew's live, heard all about it, and asked for.
He said, "We heard the clip. We heard the clip." We heard the clip
Yeah, but you
out.
only heard the clip of my live. You only heard the clip. You missed. There was no clip of Andrew's
Your
before
live,
that.
he straight up says, "I don't know what's going on."
Yeah,
and he's
but
like,
he had come. He had heard it in Andrews, and he came over here and said, "I don't know what's going on," and we explained it to him. It started
and
in
so
Andrews.
you told him exactly what happened, and then
yes,
he said,
I told him what happened after he heard
so you
it
did
in
tell him about it.
Andrews.
So I wanted to hear the clip, right? I wanted to hear the clip. Memphis came into the live. There was no way that Memphis wasn't going to
Belle,
hear
stop trying to whitewash this shit. We heard it. You guys are the ones who notified him about what was going on. You guys, I don't. Belle, no, earlier. And this is that invalidation.
I didn't even get to finish. So
I
you don't know
think,
what I was gonna say.
but I think at the end of the day, like,
I'm not a fucking low IQ bitch like the rest of you guys whose moms were drinking on the job for me to hate Bax. I don't hate Bax. If I hated Bax, I would be up here, and you guys fucking know this, talking much fucking crazier to Bax. In fact, I have actually employed maximum restraint so as to not cuss your lily white ass out.
I mean, you can.
Oh my God, nigger.
Oh wow.
Wait, you can't drop. Wait, that's a black man. Wait, no, bring him back. That's a black
he
man.
gets to come back. He can say it.
No, that's a black man. You bring him back. If Hog Boss can say it, he can say it. No one gives a fuck when he says it.
We're only
Oh no, I dropped
and
myself.
that motherfucker's not even black. Like, what the fuck
myself.
are we
I dropped
doing?
myself.
To drop the
Because Trey's a fucking
He dropped
Republican.
himself. He dropped himself.
I dropped myself. I will admit that.
Okay, I stand by the words I said though.
Facts, because I will get dropped everywhere.
Like the fuck?
This is
Like some
truly an
fucking Puerto Rican
experience.
motherfucker says the word.
An
That motherfucker's not even a
experience to
goddamn
behold.
foundational black American. You know what the real problem is? No, Belle, shut up for a second. You know what the real fucking problem is? I'm really getting tired of these
Who are you getting
non-foundational ass
wrong?
niggas up here talking like they black and they're fucking not, and then trade us something in the comments, and y'all niggas with your godforsaken ass line. Yo, slave ass mind. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Like, everybody in the fucking comments, shut the fuck up, nigga. Y'all got hella motherfucking non-foundational black ass people talking like they fucking black. Y'all ain't fucking from here. Fucking, man, get the fuck out of here. Trey, say that shit again. Nigger, say it again.
Yes,
say it, yeah, nigger, whatever. We're black. The fuck you gonna do about it? The fuck you gonna do about it? My family came from fucking fields, nigga. The fuck?
None of y'all
Don't come at
did.
Trey no more. Y'all let Hog Boss say it. Y'all let everybody else say some shit.
Officer violation. Please go get another account.
Well worth it. Cheers to that,
pause.
man.
Who let Hog Boss say it? Because
Cheers to him.
Let me say it.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Kal-El's not an African American, for the
yeah,
record.
you go,
He's one of them
out.
Latin niggas. Yeah. So just know that xenophobia that officer just dispersed, that's at you too.
Nigger.
Trey.
I didn't say that this time. Bradley, what's up, man? What's good, dude?
Interesting.
You ain't been around the block in a minute, man. Like you see these niggas over here. Oh, here she go.
Yeah, here I go. I'm in shock. I'm just in awe.
Hog Boss is not black.
I've never seen him get hood. That was something to behold, certainly.
I'm glad I got to see that, actually.
Is this the first time?
I think so, yeah. I got to see Bells as well. Like, bro, this
is the first time we get an officer crash out?
It's beautiful.
No, officer has definitely crashed out before, but he doesn't hang out in messy spaces or messy.
He doesn't hang out. Girl, you're his girl.
Why are you not loading in?
You're messy as fuck.
He hangs out in the comments though. He doesn't come up.
But that means he's hanging out in the messy space.
Right, but he doesn't anyway.
He's relationally messy.
He doesn't crash out in the messy.
He's relationally messy.
He doesn't partake.
Come back up, officer.
Partake in the messy.
We all know you're dying to say something.
I said every time
he's not an abuser.
Belle, go ahead and center. Now's your time.
I don't know.
Shut up, white boy.
This is such an interesting space. So how does this work, T-Bone? So when you're in red room, blue room, do you say the N-word hardy R regardless of race to pledge allegiance? And then
have you not been on my panel? Are you kidding me? Talking about?
Well, I'm not. Again, like hi, bold.
You're nagging out right now.
Hold on.
I understood exactly what.
Katie, I'm gonna bring you back in just a few minutes. Hold on, because I just want to.
Bold, who was telling him not to say the N-word?
Yeah, Bold was telling me you can scroll up, Bold, dickhead.
So I will say this. I think the reason Beck sent it to Memphis
Shut the
is she
fuck
didn't
up,
want to play it
Andrew. Go
on
snort a line.
right? She didn't want to
Snort
play
a
the tape
line. Go
on the
snort a
live.
line. Snort a
Okay,
line.
that's
Why are you
Strawberry.
trying to center yourself in all of
Okay,
this?
I'm not centering.
She's
I'm just
already
saying.
acknowledged she did something racist. She acknowledges she was fucking misinformed. She was
Yeah.
uneducated and she was wrong about the lynching element. She's acknowledged all of that. So what are you?
All right, you win.
And now we're gonna switch to the other account. All right, going up is Bexy Baby. I'll be there in 2 seconds.